Hi you guys, this is Rebecca Saltis, and today we're going to be learning how to replace a face using Adobe Photoshop. This video is going to be about 5 minutes long and is intended for those who have a beginner level understanding of the Adobe Photoshop program. So let's get started right away. The first thing you're going to need to do is to open the Adobe Photoshop program by clicking on the icon in your bottom taskbar. You're also going to want to have pre-selected your two images and made sure they were high quality. You can open them by simply clicking on them and dragging them onto the Adobe Photoshop interface. The names of the images will appear along the top taskbar. You'll want to click on the first image in which you want to draw the face from, and then navigate to your toolbar on the side. Here you'll find different selection tools for selecting the face. Today I'm going to use the polygonal lasso tool. I'm going to click on it to select it. I'm now going to position my cursor someplace on the face to begin drawing my selection. You can go as slow as fast as you need to based on your comfort level. In addition, you also don't need to be completely precise on your selection because you're going to be refining it once you place it into your new image. But do make sure that you include any features such as ears, necks, or chins that you want to appear. Once you've finished your selection around the entire face, you'll see the marching ant selection tool appear. This indicates the area that's going to be pasted into your new image. To copy this area, navigate to Edit, Copy. You're then going to want to click onto your second image and navigate to Edit, Paste. You'll see your new face pasted onto your second image, and if you have your layer menu open, you'll also see it appear as the top layer. You're now going to want to position your face onto the new image by navigating to Edit, Free Transform. You'll see a bounding box appear, and you can click on the new face and drag it into position. In addition, you can resize the face by clicking on the corner arrows and dragging. Once you have your new face positioned and resized to a point where you're happy, you can simply hit the Return or Enter key on your keyboard. You're now going to want to erase the outside edges to soften them and make them blend better with your background image. You can do this by navigating to the Eraser tool or hitting E on your keyboard. Begin going around the new face and softening the edges and making them blend better with your background image. If you feel that you need to adjust the positioning of the face again, you can simply use the arrow keys on your keyboard or click the selection tool at the top. Now that you've softened the edges around the new face, you're going to want to adjust it so that it blends a little bit better with your background image. You can do this by navigating to Image, Adjustments, and choosing from the different options. For this image, I'm going to select the Hue and Saturation filter. With this filter, I'm going to click on the sliders to change the color of the new face to blend better with the background. I'm also going to decrease the saturation a little bit so that it blends a little bit better. After hitting OK, I'm going to step back and look at the image that I've created. If you're happy with what you've created and the blending and the positioning, you can now save your new file in a format that's usable outside of Adobe Photoshop. You can do this by navigating to File, Save As, and entering the new name into the top Save As field. You may also want to adjust the format to something that's more usable for you, and hit Save. You've now created a fun and new unique image. You've placed this new face on an existing image. You can use this for school assignments, for social media, or simply entertaining your friends and family. I hope that you've learned something fun and interesting today, and I hope that you'll keep listening for our future Photoshop adventures. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.